Just another slow week in Trumpville. Let's start with the meal that made the media squeal.
We have pizzas, we have 300 hamburgers, many French fries.
Many French fries. That seems like a year ago. But the media lost their lunch over this and raged at Trump for serving food everyone on earth loves to eat. Think about it. How many times have you had to go to some formal event and plan what you're going to eat after you eat? Because the first dinner sucks. It's always like some tiny bird on a plate, all bones and veins. It's like you're eating an old lady's fist. Trump's been there many times. He thought, hey, what would I eat after I ate? Of course, burgers, pizza. It's what we all want. Yet people lost their minds, mainly over this.
Do we have no food for you? Because we have a shutdown. Or do we give you some little quick salads that the First Lady will make along with the Second Lady? They'll make some salads. And I said, you guys aren't into salads.
It's true. Nobody is into salads. Nobody. I mean, has anyone ever on death row ever asked for their last meal to be a chef salad? It's always burgers and pizza, making it the gold standard for everyone. But CNN went for the sexist angle.
That's appalling. It seems to me like the president will not be happy until there is not one single female Republican voter in the country. It's incredibly sexist. We aren't all here to make salads for men.
This is one of those things where sometimes what people say when they're being funny exposes exactly who they are and what they think.
But wait, aren't they the ones conflating gender with salad? I'll have you know, ladies, I make a mean salad. Lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Of course it's on top of a burger, but it's a salad, you pathetic sexist. Disgusting. Anyway, this media response again proves two things. The press will use anything to trash Trump, and it's as if the trashing is always in lockstep, because it is. According to the Media Research Center, for Trump in 2018, coverage was 90% negative. And for the second year in a row, Russia was the most covered Trump topic, which makes me think, if space aliens landed on Earth and proceeded to devour the human race, annihilating billions of innocent humans in a brutal rampage of mutilation and dismemberment, the surviving media would ask, how does this affect the Mueller probe? The media has been so screwed up since Trump that they even see white privilege among blacks.
That's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege.
Ariva, I hate to break it to you, but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Wait, he's black? Yeah, it's like, holy crap. But the big news of the week, Nancy Pelosi, a.k.a. the rich aunt who still gives you a lousy Christmas gift, urges President Trump in a letter to deliver his State of the Union in writing. I bet he took that seriously. I wonder how he looked after reading her letter. Flea market. All right, so how did Trump respond to Nancy? He canceled her trip to Brussels. 30 minutes. The only canceled flight people will applaud. He actually wrote her a letter. It's priceless. In it, he says, due to the shutdown, I am sorry to inform you that your trip's been canceled. Yeah, he's sorry. Somehow I doubt that he's really sorry. I wonder how he felt when he dropped that letter in the mail. Keep going. It's too perfect. Now, Trump canceled the trip, but it could have been worse. Think about it. He could have boarded the plane beforehand and filled it with fast food. Or he could have let it take off, then halfway there rerouted it to Mar-a-Lago and never tell Nancy. So as she steps off the aircraft, she's thinking, wow, Brussels looks a lot like Palm Beach. Or once they were ready to depart, announced that they're having a very special pilot flying this plane. Yep. So Nancy got off easy, but so did Donald. Think about it. Nancy's initial request just gave him the perfect excuse to get out of the worst thing ever, the State of the Union. It sucks. It's boring. It's dreadful. It's the ceremonial version of a colonoscopy. And I know, I had one on Wednesday. Let's roll the tape. Sorry, wrong tape. Can we roll the tape of my colonoscopy? All right, one more time. Can we see my colonoscopy? How did Bruce Willis get in there? I hope he reads the card. Anyhow, old joke. The State of the Union takes place in D.C., which means if it happens, I have to go to D.C., and I don't want to go to D.C. To get to D.C., I have to take a train through Delaware and Baltimore first, which is like having sex with two goats in order to have sex with a mule. So Nancy's letter gave Trump and me a golden ticket out of a nightmare. Trump should cancel the D.C. thing, get a large arena, pack it full of fans, have a great night. The press will have to cover it. After all, it's their job, and it's going to be hilarious. And the Dems will feel compelled to respond with the same two miserable stiffs who together can barely manage a pulse. It's too good to pass up. Imagine what Trump could come up with. It could be the greatest thing ever.
Tired of the same old boring State of the Union address featuring 45 minutes of soaring generalizations, followed by 50% applause, 50% expressionless faces? Then get ready for President Trump's
State of the Milky Way Galaxy, because it's the best galaxy of all the galaxies address.
live from the surface of Titan,
Saturn's largest moon.
because Neptune was
Too low energy.
Boy, oh boy, that's a low energy planet.
This isn't your earthly State of the Union. No Congress, no Capitol, no problem. The usual crowd's not invited, but the media's invited. Why? Because in space, no one can hear the media whine about the president's Twitter feed, the president giving funny nicknames to his enemies,
Brian, Chuck, and Nancy.
the president eating well-done steak, the president being aggressively honest,
We give billions and billions of dollars to these foreign countries that don't give a damn about us.
the president asking NATO to pay their fair share, or any accomplishment in his first 2 years of office. Plus, there'll be tons of universe-changing announcements, like how the new Space Force has already won the first contact war of 2027 against
The evil space from the Andromeda Galaxy.
or how it's turning the rings of Saturn into actual onion rings.
With unlimited dipping sauce from Chick-fil-A.
And of course, how he plans to build a space wall around Earth and make the Martians pay for it. It's the State of the Milky Way Galaxy because it's the best galaxy of all the galaxies addressed.
Let's welcome tonight's guest.
His dimples run as deep as his patriotism. Fox and Friends weekend co-host Pete Hegseth. She's so bright she saves money on lamps. Stock market guru and financial analyst Heather Zumaraga. She's so sharp her thoughts come with warning labels. National Review reporter Kat Timpf. And he makes onions cry. Former WWE superstar, my massive sidekick, and host of Un-PC on Fox Nation, that's Tyrus. All right. Pete, hasn't Pelosi handed Trump an amazing gift that he should take advantage of?
Yeah, first I have to say that open was something special.
Oh, well, thank you.
It truly was.
Yeah.
It was an amazing gift, because if it was conventional, what would happen? Trump would give an entire speech with Nancy Pelosi seated behind him
right.
in the House chamber. Who
Yeah.
wants that?
No.
We don't want any part of that. Now he gets to pick his venue.
Yes.
See, they want to take him. Here's the thing, though. They want to take him out of the trappings of the presidency. They don't want him to look like the president. That's their issue. That's why they don't want him in the House of Representatives. Fine, do it in the Senate, where you'd have Mike Pence and Mitch McConnell behind him. Or even better, forget her disingenuous speakership, disinvite all the Democrats, go to the border, right in front of the wall, and say, "This, see these steel slats right here? This is what we need, America. And you know we need it. Let's do it." I mean, people would be receptive to that. Keep pounding. He's got the winning message. The question is who blinks first, and I don't think it has to be him.
Interesting. What about you, Heather? What do you think? Obviously, no matter what he does, the media is going to trash him, as you can tell by the numbers. So
yeah, they really do. I mean, I cover the economy quite often. The stock market was up again this week. The economy is doing very well overall. Unemployment, 50-year lows. Wages are going up. Over half of Americans view the economy as good or excellent. But you won't hear that on CNN or MSNBC.
No.
I mean, the guy just can't get a win. It's not covered. Even the economic feats of deregulation and tax cuts, that's what really matters to the American people at the end of the day, is do I have a good job and can I pay my bills?
Well, you know what matters to me? Fast food, Cats.
Yes.
Fast food. You eat it. I've seen you eat it.
I do eat it.
It's disgusting. You do it at your desk.
I do eat it. I often order from Postmates to get McDonald's delivered to my house from a McDonald's that's maybe 250 feet away.
Yes, And you did eat what you believe to be a cookie just about 5 minutes ago.
I did, and it was not a good cookie. I was disappointed in the quality of the cookie.
All right.
If I would have gone to this banquet and seen fast food, I would have been thrilled.
Yes.
It's the best food. I hate when people act like they're above fast food. Like, what are you drinking, some kale smoothie that tastes like chalk?
Yes.
You're eating, come on. Everybody, the joy of McDonald's is incomparable, Greg.
I agree. And it saves lives. It saves lives. I don't have the stats.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5
3 out of 5 lives have been saved by McDonald's.
That's what really matters to the American people.
It does. There's nothing more American than the golden arches.
Amen.
Yes. Tyrus?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
You know, those two people that died, they didn't try hard.
they didn't eat enough McDonald's,
They
Tyrus.
took the apple slices, so they had to go.
Yes.
You know what? The coolest thing this week, I actually enjoy the back and forth with Pelosi and President Trump. The problem is I just wish it wasn't during a governmental shutdown because you some really great jokes there, but unfortunately,
people are out of work.
People out of work, so it's kind of like, you're like, hey, man. But when she did it, when she says, based on security, which is like subliminal for, hey, Trump, you're not coming to my house tonight. She was a legend.
Yes.
She was queen, amazing, brilliant, thoughtful. Wow. He's like, okay, I raise your FU and I give you can't. I'll wait till you're on the bus.
Yes.
Bags packed.
Yeah.
Shots given. You know Pence was like, now, Mr. President? No, not yet. The eye in the sky was watching.
Right.
They waited for her to put her headphones on and lean back. And then there was a knock. And it was a folded up.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Yeah.
You know? She's like, what the? That's exactly what happened. But he was a monster.
Yeah.
He ate a baby while he actually wrote the letter with baby's blood.
Yes.
Like he was the worst human being on the planet. Childish, sexist.
Yes.
Acosta was a wreck. He had to write a whole new disc for him.
Yeah.
You know, like I just think it's the disparity. They're both doing they both have the same. I respect it. We have the same problem. We both have the last word disease.
Yes.
So when we butt heads, no one will leave because I know you are. I know you are. I know you.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with them. It's just too bad it's during government because this is going to go for a long time.
Yeah, it's highly entertaining.
They'll be out of office, both of them, and still doing this.
I think he waited until she put the Ambien, like, you know, when you take the Ambien. So right when she put the Ambien, and then it's like, no, you're not, and then you got to wake up, but everything's screwed up.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't know, I don't know where to go. Never take your Ambien before you board a plane, because if the plane's delayed, you're wandering around. You're wandering around the airport. You end up eating a 4-pound bag of Toblerones. It's all over your face. You say something stupid, and then you mistake a water fountain for a bathroom. These are things that I've done.
Too specific.
Yes, all right.
Yeah.
The Gutfeld Monologues Live is coming to Florida for 2 shows in March, and 2 more cities have been added to the tour because it's so successful. Washington, April 6th. Detroit, April 7th. And in May, stops in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Dallas, and Midlands, Texas. Tickets for all shows on sale now. Go to gutfeld.com for ticket information. Up next, it's impeachment-itis, and it's spreading. More meltdowns you won't believe. You must impeach. The haters beseech. The Atlantic, a magazine, Pete, not the ocean, has a cover story urging to start the Trump impeachment process because it will, quote, rein in a president who is undermining American ideals and bring the debate about his fitness for office into Congress where it belongs. If you say so, Atlantic, but I think you're selling Trump short. You think a little impeachment process is going to slow him down? Hell no. If there's anything we've learned, antagonism is his fuel. He eats that for breakfast. Impeachment to Trump is like spinach to Popeye. 3 quick points why impeachment is lose-lose for the libs. 1, when they impeached Bill Clinton, it made him more popular than ever. America loves the underdog, even if he's a dog. Number 2, if you kick Trump out of office, that leaves us with Pence, who's so conservative, he makes Trump look like Mother Teresa. And number 3, if it succeeds, you still have Trump around, whose folk hero status will make him bigger than Paul Bunyan, and he's not going away, friends. So I say bring it on, because if it backfires, Dems will do this. I'll never get tired of that. Tyrus, I think that the impeachment thing, because you know with Trump, whenever you feed him something that you think is going to hurt him, for some reason he like fashions it into a weapon and then fires it back at you. I think it's a win for, I'm like, it would reelect him.
Listen, this is just like if I was to assault a bunch of people and I got to pick my jury. You're going to do time. Yeah, really? Not with my friends. The Senate is Republican, correct?
Yes.
So you want to waste all this time. You know what? I think he would eat it up. I think he would let the House go forward with it. He would get in the Senate, and he wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
He would be 45 minutes late. Then he would come in, and he would make fun of some people.
Yeah.
And then he would like, y'all want to go ahead and vote? Well, Mr. President, we're going to give you all the... No, let them vote. Or you know what? Talk amongst yourselves. Let me know when they vote. I'll be back. There's nothing that the impeachment is never going to go past the Senate.
Yeah.
The Republicans not going to impeach him out, regardless of whatever you think he might did or what he's going to do. You're not going to get those votes. It's a complete waste of time. The only way you get him out, and judging off those late night show things where they all declared for office, you got to vote him out. And it's not going to. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
And the thing is, they got that's the point, Kat. If they really want. We're 2 years into this. Just wait another 2 years.
Right.
And then vote. Why not? I said this before on a show called The Five.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Why not try to beat him instead of cheat him?
Wow.
Yes, thank you. Yes, you did there. Rhyming, a little
all
tip, Kat.
because Greg rhymes.
Yes. Think about it. Rhyming is fun.
I feel like he is not going to get impeached.
Yes.
Because everything is fine.
Yeah.
Am I the only person out there who thinks that everything's fine?
I'm there.
I mean, I wake up in the morning, I eat an egg sandwich.
Yes.
I run my mouth all day. And then I go home and go to bed and I do it over again. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're seeing that I'm not seeing. It's not that I've loved every single thing he's ever said or done, because I certainly haven't, and I've been very open about that.
Yeah.
But it seems as though there's no middle ground where you can just say, hey, you know what, I might not like this guy. Maybe I won't vote for him.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, we got to get him out now because I don't like him and the world's going to... I mean, I read this Atlantic piece, and it's made it seem like we'd all been living in little mine caves eating beans out of a can.
Yes.
Which we're pretty much only doing if we want to.
Yes. In fact, that's kind of similar to how you described your life, except it's egg salad.
I love egg salad.
Who doesn't love egg salad?
I can't wait to
I
be
don't have a problem with it. I'm good with egg salad.
old woman and just go around a deli shouting at them when they're out of egg salad.
Wow. That'll be in 5 years. Yeah. Heather.
He clearly despises President Trump. I think he wrote this article to doom a re-election 2020 bid, and I completely agree with Kat. Look, you vote him out. What'd you say? If you can't beat him,
cheat him.
No.
Eat him. If you can't beat him, eat him. That's the cannibal. That's the cannibal wing.
See, now he's going to get weird. It's going to get weird. It's going to get really weird right now.
It is.
But 63 million Americans voted for him, so whether you like him or not, you can't delegitimize the election process, and not liking him, like you said, is not good enough. That's not, by itself is not grounds for impeachment.
I just don't know if they can get past it, though. They can't focus on 2020 because they haven't gotten over 2016.
16, exactly.
And they don't believe he's legitimate in the first place.
They can't enter a new relationship when they're still involved in an old relationship.
Are you talking about the government or my ex-wife?
Isn't there already that ex out there, and he's called Bob Mueller, and doesn't he get to decide?
Yes, he gets to decide.
Are we waiting on this?
Yeah, I find it highly entertaining. And the thing is, if this dog catches the car is going to hit the dog. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Over the dog.
Up next, my fingers. What would happen if there was a female version of the Gillette male-bashing ad? We're going to
Mexico City to fill containers with gas, but were trapped in a massive inferno. Now, grief-stricken relatives watch as forensic experts separate burnt bodies. Mexico's new president has cracked down on fuel theft gangs. That has caused widespread fuel shortages. New developments in the Flint, Michigan water crisis. 15 people have been charged after lead contamination sparked an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease and other issues. 8 people are facing multiple charges, including involuntary manslaughter. The crisis dates back to 2014 and has been linked to 12 deaths. Now back to the Greg Gutfeld Show.
Should those who keep us shaven lecture men on misbehaving? All right. By now, you've probably seen that new Gillette ad that smears adult men in order to score some virtue points with the social justice mob. And if you haven't seen the ad, don't say I didn't warn you.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it?
It's likely happening here in bullying as well. A problem.
We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Oh, yeah, you can. That ad made a lot of good, honest men feel like they'll never get credit for being good, honest men. But I wonder, could you even try an ad like that with women?
Is this the best women can do? As feminists, shouldn't women get equal treatment? After all, fair is fair. Gillette, do you think women are weak? I mean, you target men, but you spare us? That's just sexist. So now it's our turn to confess our own bad behavior. We've forced men to watch terrible movies and then FaceTime our cat during it.
Oh, does Jeans need a wee-wee? Does Jeans need a wee-wee?
And no matter the month, we won't stop telling you how cold we are.
Johnny, I am so cold.
We believe in astrology and date accordingly.
Oh, Jean, I'm so flattered, but I actually don't date Capricorns unless you're hot and in the NHL. Ivan, call me.
We say we're not hungry, and then we eat your food and complain about what you eat.
Are you going to order any food? Or?
I'll just have some of yours. God, you're like such an adolescent. Can you say right?
But we swear to do better, because if men want to improve, shouldn't we also? Nah, who we kidding? We're not changing a thing. Because we don't have to. And you're gonna love us anyway, because you love women. How can you not? We're awesome. And so are men. Sure, men have their flaws. Women have them too. But to mistake the bad stuff for the whole is simply a loser's game. Don't be a loser.
Well done, well done. All right, Heather, did you like the initial ad? Did you like the emotion or the meaning of it?
I thought it was well done. Whether you agree with their intentions or not, I appreciate the emotion behind the ad. But liberalism, I think, is so potent right now that a company is willing to alienate over 50% of their client base. So while their intentions may have been good, I think it's a very bad business decision.
Yeah, you know, Pete, I think it's a subset of liberalism, which is identity politics, which artificially pits genders against each other.
Yes,
I don't think you would ever had that commercial if it wasn't for the fact that we're pitting male against female, race against race, gender against gender.
Yes.
I don't think, the point of our commercial is to say that we're not opposed. We complement each other. We're necessary to exist together.
Of course. I thought that ad was horrific.
Yeah.
No, I don't get triggered very easily these days because there's so much absurdity out there.
Yeah.
But it basically was saying first of all, they build up a formula of who men are.
Right.
And then second of all, they say if you are a man, then you're toxic in the way you do it. And if your kid is tough or rough, or if you like females, you're bad. If you look back at the old Gillette ads, I don't know if you watched any of them, maybe you have them. They're amazing. Look at the guys. I'm like, the guy's successful. He's scoring a touchdown. He's being nice to his kids. I mean, what's
Could
wrong
I
with
show
that?
you? I have an old Gillette ad. Let's show that old Gillette ad, shall we, friends?
It combines a deep cleaning body wash with 3 times the hydrators for a powerful defense against dry skin. You'll step out of the shower feeling like you can take on the world.
That's not the ad I was referring to, Greg.
Yep. See what that is, huh? Oh, it makes him sexually attracted. So she's like into him because he uses the body wash. I guess.
Maybe he smells good.
Yeah, I found it repulsive. I don't need to see that kind of human flesh, Tyrus.
Oh, you do, and that's the whole reason why you focus on just the dude washing himself instead of the rest of the commercial. But you know what? But I don't get into trouble, but I got a lot of attention because I threw a diss at them after I did the story.
Right.
And then I did a internet post where I talked about them before they throw shade, they're part of the tree, and I posted a picture of the Gillette girls who are at a car racing show with Gillette on their butts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're like, clean up your own backyard before you tell us how to act like men.
Yeah.
The best thing that they should do, it's a razor company, so maybe talk about if you're hairy, try this razor. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, their sexism is worse than the guys in that. And I'm a barbecuer, and I'll be damned if I'm having an open flame and my child's beating up another child. First of all, I wouldn't allow that anyways. But if we switch that out, if we would have had a bunch of women, and watch this start, a bunch of women in aprons with cookies standing together going, girls would be girls, hell to the no. So that would be gone in a minute. Not to mention, their pink razors for women are more expensive. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
Like, Gillette needs to clean up.
And they're pink.
Yeah, who you going to? And honestly, you know what's funny? The women use the men's razors most of the time, and those of us in the wrestling business, Bobby Lashley, they use the pink ones all the time. He said it was I'm dropping dime. It's all coming out. But my point was, clean up your yard. You've talked about yours. Most men are good. And what about irresponsible women?
Yeah.
Where's the Kardashians in that commercial?
I
Telling me I got to get filters and hair extensions and cosmetic surgery to be pretty, and you can't be sexy unless you got likes.
Yeah. You're
Tell
right.
him, Kat. Tell him.
But Kat, what I found funny is that the media criticized men for responding to the ad that portrayed the misogyny as the norm. It's like, so once men started to go, oh, why? You don't like it when men are being portrayed as misogynist? Well, yeah, kind of.
I'm just completely confused how you think there's no ad telling women to be different.
There are probably
Welcome
many.
to the entire beauty and fitness industry. It's like your hair's not that shiny. You need this to make your hair more shiny, like her hair. And your butt's too big or your butt's too small. Or, oh no, that bra is gross. You can't wear that bra. No one's gonna ever have sex with you if you wear that bra. Or like, you look so much prettier if you smile more. Smile more. Ew, not like that though. Your teeth aren't white enough. You gotta use these white strips first, like this lady. Notice how this lady, she's baking gluten-free brownies for her kids before they go to school. Do you do that for your kids? Are you mom? Oh yeah, you're mom. Oh yeah, and you're not only are you mom, but you're also fat and you look a little tired. You should put some concealer under those eyes. Buy this nice concealer and you can get and you look old. You look old. This lotion. You need to lotion yourself and lotion your body so you don't start to look old. And you need to own the hairspray because if your hair doesn't stay like that all day long, it doesn't stay like that all day long. Not good enough to have just pretty hair in the morning. You gotta have pretty hair at night. Gotta last the whole day because you never know who's gonna see you. You know, Susan from accounting has really, really, really nice hair. And did you do yoga today? Did you exercise? Did you eat yogurt? Wait, no, don't eat dairy. Don't eat dairy. Dairy's bad. Dairy's bad. Don't eat dairy. Is your hair too short? Is it too long? Your nails too short? Are your nails too short? Are they so short you're never gonna find a
Go to
boyfriend?
commercial.
Let's glue things on the tip of your nails and make you sit there like this for an hour like an idiot because you have to be good enough. Yeah, no, women are never told anything that needs to be different, Greg.
Unfortunately,
She's right.
we're going to have to edit that entire segment out of the show. No.
She's right.
Well, now I'm convinced we need more commercials bashing men. All right, up next, would you ingest the blood of young people just to stay young yourself? Sure. Cells from the young blood will rejuvenate organs and keep you youthful. Ambrosia says they tested the process on mice. Oh, well then, that's great. But Business Insider found no evidence of it working on humans, and experts even told them it could be dangerous. Still, Ambrosia's expanded to 5 cities, so someone's buying the blood. Probably Lou Dobbs. So, what would you pay for 1 pint of young blood from someone between the ages of 16 to 25? If you're buying from Ambrosia, that pint will run you $8 grand, or 2 pints for $12 grand. That's a lot of money. Here's how they give it to you. That's definitely not right. All right, Kat, I'm a free market kind of guy, and I think that if somebody wants to buy blood, they could, and if you could sell your blood to anyone, we would stop demonizing Dracula.
Yeah.
He could go out whenever he wants. He doesn't have to wait for the nighttime. He could just live his life. If you outlaw blood, only outlaws will have blood.
There'll be a black market for young blood.
Yes.
I hate humanity.
I do. I love humanity.
I just, there's certain things I like to have my own of.
Yes.
Like toothbrush, underwear.
Yes.
Blood definitely falls into that for me. And also, there's little to no evidence that this actually works.
Yes.
That's a sentence in the article that I did definitely read
Yes.
because I'm always prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to sound like a penny pincher.
Yeah.
But before I spend $8,000 on a thing, that thing working, kind of important to me.
It is. It is. You know, I have a theory, Pete, that these ultra-rich billionaires in Silicon Valley got rich really young. So they're in their 30s and they're billionaires. They're more billionaires now than ever. The one thing they don't have is immortality.
Yes.
They have everything else, and it's on their brain. They're like, God, I don't want to lose all this. One day I'm going to die. I'm a billionaire. So this is, they're finding anything they can.
What they forget, though, is that when you're young, you have your immaturity.
Yes.
Like, they say it's in your blood, right? So many things.
Yeah.
Like, I did so much dumb when I was in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Why do I want that blood back in me?
Don't limit yourself don't limit yourself to your 30s, Pete.
That's right. I want old blood.
Yeah.
Blood that teaches me to make good decisions.
Yo, you need that.
That's the blood I need in my life.
That is such a funny point.
That is what I need.
You need you know what? You need my blood.
I would like Greg Gutfeld blood.
My blood is so neurotic.
I would not.
My blood is so neurotic.
I think that is a bad life
You would
decision.
never make a bad decision because my blood keeps me in a locked room.
That might be a future segment.
I think so. I should sell my blood, Tyrus.
Listen, we just live in a world where people just don't want to grow old.
Yes, that's
just
true.
Just grow old already. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Before it was extends for guys because for the extra, you know what I'm saying? Just let it go, man. So let your sex drive go.
It is what it is, yeah.
Women, they got to lighten the hair.
Yeah.
They got to add the hair. You know, don't get you. You know what? Go ahead, get started if you wanted to. But like, this is the problem. It's blood. It's always something. Botox. It's always something. A filter.
Yeah.
Just America. Let's just grow old and chill out, man.
It's
Gray
fun
hair
to
is
be
cool.
old.
It's
I can't wait till I'm old.
And I'm not putting nobody's blood up me. I don't know where they've been. Like, no.
Heather, is this a good business decision? Something to invest in?
I personally would not, but it seems like people are paying. They're saying, I don't know, 100 people, $8,000.
Yeah.
People are willing to pay. A good business, maybe they have a bunch of venture capital invested in them. But look, oh my gosh, if it gives you cognitive abilities, try it on Congress as a control group.
They do need new blood. You know what? I'm going to make I got to go to a break. But I think that if becoming a vampire is possible, why not? Like immortality in exchange for, staying up at night and a strict diet, that's kind of It's a fair trade-off. It's like I would also be a zombie. It's like you gross, people don't want to be around you, but you live forever. That's kind of how I am now. Nobody wants to be around me when I'm mortal. I can be immortal, and no one's around me.
They're still not around you.
Yes, exactly. I want to be a vampire zombie.
What about a robot?
And a robot. Good segue. We just told you what they're doing with teenager blood. Wait till you see what